Man, forget about it. And now Anthony Davis and Trae Young are injured. Well, Anthony Davis seems to always be injured. Only thing he hasn't injured at this point is his unibrow. I guess the, I guess that's why he's wearing those goggles now. Gotta protect the uni, and I ain't talking uniform. Yo, everybody, welcome back into the Seventh Man Up podcast. I'm your host, Alex Burleson, and we got another good one today. So let's get right into it. So, after about 6-7 games into the season for each team, I'm surprised at how many points individual players are getting compared to the score of the game. And some examples of this is Austin Reeves against my Kings, SGA against Indiana, Aaron Gordon against Golden State. All of them had 50 points or more, and the final score showed to how much work they put in. A lot of work hard, play hard action going on right there. Oh, man, I love when you see players' personalities on the court or off the court per se, with Anthony Edwards right here. Man, there's this clip that went viral. You see that clip of him responding to that Wolves fan who didn't know who Jake LaRavia was? It goes like this. The fan shouted in a dead silent moment. He was like, "Who's number 12?" And Anthony Edwards' response was hilarious. He's like, he raises his hand and he says, "That's what I'm saying. I don't know." And what's so funny about that clip is that Jake LaRavia reacted to it. He was like, What? Bro, Jake, not everybody's going to know who you are. My gosh. Moving on here. This early on into the season, the league's biggest stars are already getting injured. You had Anthony Edwards injured, who is getting ready to return. My guy Keegan Murray is still out with that thumb injury he got in the freaking preseason. My gosh. Getting an injury in preseason? Man, forget about it. And now Anthony Davis and Trae Young are injured. Well, Anthony Davis seems to always be injured. Only thing he hasn't injured at this point is his unibrow. I guess that's why he's wearing those goggles now. Gotta protect the uni, and I ain't talking uniform. So, like I said in the beginning, with already 6-7 games into the season, the two winless teams are still the Nets and the Pelicans. Man, the Nets keep missing the net. Gotta change their name to the Airs. Now with the Pelicans, don't get me going on them. Since the name change and the jersey change, just now the colors are starting to grow on me. For years, I've thought they've had the ugliest colorway and name. Still don't get the name though. They're in New Orleans and they're called the Pelicans. Come on, league, explain that. I do like the Pelicans though. I think they do have a good team. It's just a matter of time until they get their first win. Maybe by the time this comes out, they'll get their first win. Same with Brooklyn, too. And man, the Brooklyn Nets still don't have a win. They got a good coach in Jordy Fernandez, and they got MPJ. MPJ is probably just on his podcast grind. I'm just kidding. MPJ, I'm just kidding, man. I love you, bro. Love your game, and love that you're a man of faith as well. All right. Moving on here, I want to get into some biblical encouragement here for you guys. So, have you ever gone somewhere you shouldn't? Like you still went there even though it felt wrong? Well, there's this story that I heard of a boy and his friend who were walking home from school and came across a sketchy comic book store. Now, from the outside, it looked enticing. But when they went inside, it was totally different from what they thought. It was smelly, dark, even the people were mean, and there were some inappropriate pictures on the wall portraying something totally different from what the store advertised on the outside. Now, when you are at a place of discomfort, God will check you. God will check your spirit in saying, hey, something's not right. Let's get out of here. So from that, it's up to you to listen to the spirit inside of you. In whatever situation you are in, if God is telling you to go, you go. And that was my biblical encouragement for this episode. Now, I know this episode was a little shorter, but next one will be longer. Ah, man. It's the start of the NBA season. All 30 teams, they all got something going on. Good, bad, and the ugly. Some teams are already showing their ugly. Some teams are showing greatness right now. I think it might have been the last podcast that I did. I have the Minnesota Timberwolves winning the title this season. If everything can go right for them, I think they'll get it, which will be something for the NBA. Minnesota, a small market team. Stars usually don't want to stay there super long. You had Kevin Garnett. He stayed there for quite a bit, but then he ended up leaving for Boston and getting a ring with them. You had Kevin Love, who stayed there for a while, but then he left for Cleveland and got a ring there. Now, hopefully, Anthony Edwards, with how long he's been there, he can bring a championship to the state of Minnesota. I forget what actual city the Timberwolves are in. All right, that was the episode for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Seventh Man Up podcast. And as always, remember, stay up with them threes up. Love, joy, and peace. See ya.